Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Sunday night Scrapping Irish chit chat show, or whatever you want to call it. I already have someone in the basement, so I see you down there, sir. I'll bring you up in a minute. You were just came in when I was about to go live, so I couldn't chat beforehand with you. But yeah, so I'm just going to give it a minute for a few people to come in because I think the ads. Let me just check the old because the person who's in the basement doesn't worry about ads. So let me see if the ads are still playing on the videos or not. So let me go over there and check. Yeah, so there's an ad playing on my side. So you are allowed to skip it, but people won't hear me saying that until things. So I see Poosmate is in anyhow, and Ralph Morrick, whoever that weirdo is, and Gulf Coast was there, and Electronic Scrapper. They were in early. So guys, thanks for popping in early. I wasn't live last week, so there we go. I'm actually going to bring this person up so we can at least have someone to chat to while we're waiting for a few more people to come in. Shark Scrapper, welcome in. Good to see you, sir. So, as always, Ralph, welcome.
Hello.
Let me set up the camera right here. Here we go. Come on, change again. Didn't change. There we go. How are things?
There we go. Well, you missed the big news from yesterday, I guess.
Go on.
Let's see. There's only two people watching, so four
Okay.
now. Oh
We'll,
wait,
we'll hold.
I
We'll hold
see.
for what? Give me the big. Save the big news for another 10 minutes. Yesterday. What was I at yesterday? Oh, yesterday was my birthday, so I went out last
Oh
night.
really? Happy
Yes.
birthday!
Yeah. Yesterday was my birthday, and thanks to anyone. A few people sent me messages on Facebook that know my real profile on Facebook and
I
not the
must not
Scrap
have
Irish one.
that.
And a few people sent me emails as well on the Scrappin' Irish email address, so they probably know who I am on Scrappin' Irish and on my real profile. So thanks to those people for the birthday
Possible.
wishes. I appreciate it. Another year older, another year closer to death. There we go. might as well, you know. Every year is a bonus. so this, so
Yes.
who did I see coming in there? I seen Shark coming in. Yeah, I have to message on Shark's last videos because I only got to watch it about an hour ago. The video we put up this week. I haven't got to even watch your video yet, Ralph, that you put up.
Oh really?
No,
I'm
because I was
actually
very.
working on the thing that I am making from what I made in the previous project.
Yeah. I know you made the Nordic Gold, but
Yeah.
where was I last Sunday? Oh, last Sunday was Father's Day, and it was my mother's birthday, so we
hmm
all went out for dinner. So that's where I was last week. It was a family dinner, so that's why I wasn't here last week, guys. So go on, tell us the big news that I missed.
Well, let's first. I think I showed this thing right that I
Yes.
wanted to make. I had my second casting today.
Oh yes.
It's not bad, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a bit of a failure because well you can oh great, I still have blood on my hands. I've I drilled in my finger a couple of days ago, and finally got the thingy to stop, but apparently it's still blood on my hands. Never mind. Anywho, um, I cast this, but most of this stuff is all grindable. It's basically this turns into a grinding project, but the this bit didn't fill in, so this was a failure. This was my second failure. I'm just gonna try again and again and again until
Again
I
and
get
again.
a couple that are good enough. Yeah, right. So, well, big news. It's good news and bad news. Um,
Oh,
First of all, next week will be my last week at Whirlpool because my contract didn't get renewed.
oh,
And the bad news is, no, that was the bad news actually.
yeah. I was going to say, I'm hoping that's bad news.
The good news is, I will probably be off until September 1st, so that'll be about 2 months of free time, and I'll be able to do more cleaning up and possibly work on more projects.
More videos.
So there might be slightly more videos than usual. So
Oh
maybe
well,
one video a month instead of one every 3 months.
and have you another job lined up, or have
Oh,
you
I got a
something?
job interview on Tuesday, so I'll probably be good. I'm getting jobs thrown at me at the moment.
Yeah, I
So
was going to say at the moment,
yeah,
it's plenty of jobs out there. If it's
I need to raise my bar for what I want as income again, so that
yeah,
to compensate for all the inflation and stuff,
yes, of
and
course.
for the expensive toys that I want.
And what are you looking at doing? Are you looking at doing something the same as what you were doing with Whirlpool, or are
I
you
don't
looking at
know.
doing something different?
The job interview I have on it's not coming Tuesday, but the Tuesday the week after actually. Um, it's something has to do with electrics. So I'm not really sure what that is about. That's what the interview is for. They're going to
Okay,
tell me what they have to offer, and then I'm going to say yes or no.
okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully you get what you want anyhow.
Yeah.
So, geez, that was weird that you didn't get your contract renewed, wasn't it? That they
Yeah.
didn't renew your contract because like you were getting all your jobs done. It wasn't like you weren't getting your jobs done every day,
Yeah, true.
But some companies do that.
Basically, I heard the whole time, yeah, everything is okay, everything's fine, all numbers are good. But basically, there was something in my contract about the end of the project, which I kind of overlooked, which wasn't in the first contract, but the first contract was for a year after the initial, what was that called, the tryout period. That's the
Probation.
first probation thing,
Probation.
the first 3 months or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, speaks the voice of experience. Oh, don't try to be a male stripper. No, I thought about that about 25 years ago. No, not 20, 15 years ago. Um, when I was in my slightly sportier days. Um, but yeah, no. I had a contract of a year, and then I had another contract of a year, and I think the last one was like 6 months. So in total, uh, about 2 years and 8 months there
Okay.
ish. I think something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. It's
Too
just
bad
it's just
because
weird, like that they. Well, a lot of these companies now they
this is
rather
good.
than
This is good scrap that I get from there.
yeah,
This from induction cookers and stuff.
you'll miss all that scrap.
Yeah, it's a good thing I piled most of it up. Oh, hello,
Hey,
US
US
Mike.
Mike, how do you?
Hey, baldy and
Baldy
sexy
and
mofo.
sexy mofo. Oh, that bromance you and US Mike is having is really
Yes.
developing well. So well, I wasn't too bad this week. A guy came into work where I work, and he said to me, "Are you still doing that? Getting gold from phones and stuff?" I said, "Oh yeah, I still do a bit of it." And he goes, "All right," and he brought me in a box of phones. So I have a nice tub of phones from him,
Oh,
which is
cool. Yeah.
pretty cool. So I can take a few of them apart tonight now when I'm talking here and whatever. I like the old Nokia phones because they have better gold content than the new stuff. Some of the new stuff is crap.
I have a small box of
Like these
phones
old
and sat
Nokia phones.
navs and little other trinkets that I'm probably going to send you over, together with all the gold that I've been collecting. Hey, Silver Scorpion is
Yeah,
in.
he
Hello.
give me a Silver Scorpion. He give me a sat nav as well. You see? So there you go.
Oh yeah, I have a couple of those as well.
It was an old Sony sat nav. Do you remember when Sony used to make sat navs? They tried it for a while, and then it never really took off for them because TomTom and Garmin had the market share, and then they pulled back
Mio,
out.
Garmin, and TomTom. Yeah,
Yeah,
those were the big ones. Mio was one
yeah,
of the smaller ones.
yeah. Hey,
I remember. I think
technicals.
it was Mio. I'm not sure. They actually had a contract with the guy who did the voice of the car from Knight Rider
All right.
to
Kit.
make a kit to
Yeah.
make a Knight Rider navigation system. But I don't think it was sold in Europe.
Probably in America. Yeah. So
I think it was Mio or it was Garmin. One of the two. I know it wasn't TomTom. I think it was Mio.
So yeah, there's a few nice Nokias in here. Old, the old 3310s and 33 tins and 33 20s and stuff like that.
3210 I had.
32 tins as well.
So it's 3210 basically.
Yeah, and there was 33 tins in as well, and there was a 32 30s I think, and there was all they're all kind of that sort of shape one.
Yeah.
And they all were like between 33 tins, 32 30s. Like this one is, what is this one? Take the battery out.
I like the way Ralph said tom 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 tom.
This was a 35 tin.
3510, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so not too bad. At least I have a few more phones to take apart now again. I don't mind taking them apart. They're fairly straightforward. But Ewaste Mike could say ain't got time for that. First cup of coffee since Thursday. Hope it doesn't make me ill. Well, you try to give up the coffee, Poos mate, when it's your first cup since Thursday, or do you need a cup of coffee to deal with myself and Ralph? Or with that annoying that you need a cup of coffee to get you through it. It's only 2 hours anymore for the summer anyhow, so you don't have to put up with the 3 hours, So what do you?
Oh well, 4 more days of work for me. Because on Friday there is a big barbecue, which I will probably not be going to, or I will be going and I'll be eating everything.
A work barbecue, is it?
Yeah, it's work related.
Oh.
It depends on on how I'm feeling, because I'm not really sure about it.
When are you finishing up with the company?
Friday will be, basically Friday will be the last day I'll go there. I haven't had any instructions yet on what to do with my work car and all my stuff, basically. So I'm assuming that Friday on the barbecue, I dump everything there, and then I just call my mom to pick me up, or take a bus.
They feed you before they let you finish up. They say, "Oh, we better give them some food at least." And is anyone else finishing up, or is it just yourself? Or
I have no idea, but I have a feeling I'm not the only one.
Right, yeah. See, a lot of these companies might, instead of dealing direct with them, they might be subbing it out to a different corporation to look after the maintenance.
Yeah.
Because here in Ireland, they don't look. Whirlpool and them companies don't look after the thing direct themselves. They just have another company who does just that kind of work.
Yeah, a service partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Whirlpool has a couple of service partners as well.
Maybe you could get in with one of the service partners.
Yeah, maybe. But then again, then I'm going to have to be doing a lot more brands.
Yeah.
And different devices.
Yeah,
I always hate learning new stuff, because in the beginning I have no idea what I'm doing, and I have to basically bullshit the customers. And I don't like that part of the job. It always takes way too long before I get into it and get the feel for all the work that I have to do.
But you might get more scrap, different types of scrap that you wouldn't have got before.
Yeah, that might be true, because all the motors and stuff from the Whirlpool is all Chinesium.
Yeah, if you could get him with a German company like Bosch or Siemens or any of them companies, they'd have better quality of stuff.
Yeah, they might have.
Hi, Mike. Did you call? Sharky, I don't even do aspirins, never mind any kind of medication. I have to try and find the right head for this bloody thing. So, were you on Raphael's live last night? What was it? Much happening on there? Did you go mad?
Oh yeah, it was good. It was number 200 actually.
Oh, it was 200 live?
Yeah. Saturday Scrap Night Live number 200. That was fun. We had a couple of people drop in.
I didn't see anything last night, as I said. I was out, so I didn't catch anything when I came home. I didn't even bother putting on the laptop or anything to see what was still happening. I was just going straight to bed.
I had that on Friday. Brizzy Boy was live, or was it live or was it a private? I think it was a live. Yeah, it was live because I was in chat. And I wanted to come up on panel, but I was a bit tired, so I leaned back a bit and was, I don't know, just looking at the chat, and all of a sudden I fell asleep, and then I woke up with my neck all like, and it felt all weird, and I need to go and lie down for a bit. I'll lie down on the couch, and then I see my fish sculpture is set up on my couch over there, and I'm like, I don't feel like having to put that away carefully. I'll just lay down on my bed for a short while, and then I woke up at 4 a.m. and then I thought, oh, better take my work clothes off then, and then I basically fell asleep again. Woke up at, I don't know, 11 a.m.
See, I don't get to see Brizzy's because he goes on at times that I'm still at work. I think, you know.
Yeah. Well, soon I won't have that problem.
Will you be back to your sleeping in the mornings, or will you get up and do something?
At some point, probably yes. But I will try to kind of make it seem like work, because to actually get something done every day, and not set my alarm at like 7 or 8, but I don't know, maybe at 10, so that I don't sleep until 2. And then
you get into the habit of sleeping in. Then
and then maybe actually get something done.
Get some videos done.
That too, because I have a couple of plans, and I actually have quite a lot of dumpster diving and street scrapping footage, which I still need to compile in a couple of videos.
So will there be gold underneath that when I pull it off, or will it just be the non-gold type? I wonder.
There's going to be green under it. It's going to be green.
No, I hope there's some nice gold flashing of some sort. I seen the video where Silver Scorpion and Gulf Coast were down at Shark Scrapper the other, was it 2 videos away?
They were both there?
Yeah, and
I have not seen that yet. That's
he was making them work while he was sitting back and watching them working, like.
Clever.
Yes, it's got gold on them. Hey.
Oh, I was half expecting it to be all see-through and still be green. That's why I said.
You have your gold.
Only the board is. That was good stuff. Looks good. Yeah.
Well,
that's my schedule. Wake up at 1 p.m. Work until 5 a.m. Till 5 a.m. Sleep through the morning. Hate morning. Yeah, I'm not a morning person either. The world is just divided or organized wrong according to my sleep patterns.
Well, if it's good weather, I like getting up in the mornings. If it's wet weather, I just prefer not to get up.
I don't mind the weather, because usually I stay indoors. As long as it's not like really loud or early in the morning.
I like to get out back and do some stuff when it's good weather.
I'm gonna turn on the light. The sun is basically behind the other building now, and it's getting a tiny bit cloudy-ish, so it's getting darker quicker.
We've had all week is rain.
Oh, we had some really good weather actually. I found 2 CRT TVs. Can hardly tell, but I got one black one set up here. That one was in the hallway of the building when I came in from work, and I was like, oh, let's just take that upstairs. It had the cable all neatly curled, and the remote was on there. Yeah. So I thought, oh, that's probably for me, so I'll just take it.
It's harder to find them ones now anymore.
Yeah.
You don't see that many of them.
True. I just take it.
They've all been recycled. I seen, was it today that there was some ban going to come in on Russian gold or something being sold? So if that happens,
so gold prices are going to go up, I was assuming.
Yeah, I presume the gold.
And that means that scrap prices are going to go up as well.
Yeah. So
I checked the prices yesterday, and insulated wire that was at €4 a kilogram is now back at 260, which is still not bad.
But that's dropped by it's half.
Almost half.
Yeah.
Almost half. No, well, not half. It's what would that be? Over 25%. It dropped. Yeah. like 30%. I was surprised as well. But then again, what is the most value to me is the space I get back. I would say I have a full-time job, so I don't care about the money, but that doesn't really go anymore now.
No, that's what I'm saying. You have to.
I'm gonna start making like fundraiser videos and e-begging and start selling all my stuff and begging for super chats. I'll go live every day and help poor Ralph survive the cold Dutch winter. Send him a super chat.
Yeah. You'll be putting up your PayPals everywhere, and
yes, yeah.
Every 5 minutes you'll be saying my PayPal is.
Yes, yeah, indeed, stuff like that. Yeah. And I'll make memberships and give everyone like one sticker, and membership is like $29.99 a month, and yeah.
Well, I have no problem with memberships if you're giving something back for them. But if you're just doing memberships,
I
do not extra for it. I'm afraid then that's a form of e-begging, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I would like to have all kinds of extra stuff to give out. I think Ukraine is hiring, builders, I guess. Maybe mobile infantry.
But yeah. So when did they give you that bad news?
Let's see, not last Monday, but the Monday before that, I think.
Okay.
I got a call from the job agency that I actually work for.
Okay.
And they said, well, we got notification from Whirlpool that they don't want to extend your contract anymore, and work is coming to an end. I kind of figured already, because at some point I would try to plan some days off, but I wasn't able to do any planning for the whole rest of the year.
Okay.
So I kind of thought, well, is that because everything is booked, or I had a feeling. Oh well, I'll be fine.
We're looking for staff where I work. You can move back. You can move to Ireland. I can get your job.
Might be fun.
Well, yeah.
Well, my mom said, well, why don't you use the free time then to go around the world and visit some people? I said that would be better if there was a steady income of money. If by the end of I then come back home and I visited everybody and had a good time and have no money left, that sucks.
Yeah,
I need to check my lottery tickets now that you mention it. Maybe I don't have to work at all anymore.
Yeah, I can just sit at home and be a multimillionaire. Just sitting back and watching the world go by.
If that happens, then I'm going to visit people, because then I'll have
Do you
enough.
Have your video on a playlist that we can just set them up and play it through to help you out with some ad revenue? There you go.
Oh yeah. I just go to my channel, and I have several playlists. I think metal casting is the most interesting for most people. I also have a playlist that says uploads, which has everything in it. Let it run. Why not?
I missed Dave Parker. Let me see who else I've missed since we were talking there coming in, because it's always seen and I seen Pooh's mate saying hi to someone. I go, oh, I missed you coming in. So Deer Park Farmstead, welcome in. I said hi to Shark, Pooh's mate, Gulf Coast, Silver Scorpion, E-Waste Mike. Yeah, I think I've said hi to everyone now that's come in so far. So welcome in, guys. Good to see you all. Hope all is well.
Oh, Deer Park Farmstead. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I just still watch some of his videos. I don't watch every video, to be honest. But he's really done a great job on that farm that he set up with all his little chickens and his he had his turkeys last year, and he had his vegetables grown and everything. There'd be a lot more of us sitting growing vegetables if the prices of the vegetables and everything else in the shops keep going so high. We'll all have to have our little gardens going.
Yeah.
We'll have to be self-sustaining.
I used to watch a lot of, not watch many of them, but I was in contact with many homesteaders and farmsteaders, and because of Mo homesteading. I think I haven't heard from her in ages.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure
haven't
if she's
seen
actually on YouTube.
I
I'm
haven't seen
subscribed
Mo
and I
in a
got
while
bells
actually.
rang, but I don't think she does anything anymore.
Oh, I don't get any notifications from Mo actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, see, it's certain times you mention names, you go, oh yeah, I remember that person, and you don't, you know, that they haven't been on in a while, or you haven't got notification from them or whatever. I'll have to check it out and see if she's still doing videos, or did YouTube unsubscribe me from them,
Could be, yeah.
because
Don't
we don't
recommend
watch.
working at a scrapyard. Might cost you more than you make. Yeah, I had the same problem while working at a web shop for computer parts and consumer electronics. Every time I got paid, I would buy stuff with a nice little discount, by the way.
Electronic scrapper. Yeah, so I have a guy now as well, and a new contact I made that is going to keep saving me all the circuit breakers for the silver. So
Oh,
from
nice.
electrician. So any jobs they go into now where they're taking out old circuit breakers and putting in new ones, he said, "Oh yeah, I used to just dump them." He goes, "I used to put them in the recycling bins." I said, "No, keep them for me. I'll take the silver out of them." So that's another little source of getting bits and pieces.
Cool.
Um,
Relay. Uh,
I know there's a hidden screw somewhere in this phone. It's just to figure out where.
there's always one more screw. It's like they're
Um,
screwing with you.
when I was on about Shark Scrapper's video earlier, I was watching, and he was picking up two lawnmowers. I left a comment on it. I said to him, "Did you check the lawnmower for gas? Because that's where the money will be anymore in the old gas for the lawnmowers with the
Yeah.
price of fuel. You might as well take the gas out of them now."
My car is a total loss. How's that? The tank is empty.
Yeah, if you want to double the price of your car, fill it with petrol.
Let's see. All right, there's copper spool. Nice.
You have an awful fight getting them lawnmowers into the thing as well. Hey, Raphael Scrapper, how do you?
Raphael, hello. My shiny friend.
Yeah. Sorry, Raphael, I missed your live last night. I was out. It was my birthday, so I went out for drinks. So sorry, I didn't see your live last night.
I'm pretty sure I did not see any notification about your birthday.
No, it'll be on Facebook. See, you're not. I don't think you're friends with me on Facebook, are you?
I guess I'm not then.
I thought we were.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I don't remember getting any notifications.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna go and have a look see.
yeah.
Um,
Because Matthews put it up on my page, so he did. Happy birthday to me, anyhow. So he got the notification.
Facebook. Sign in. The way I go to Facebook is I go to Google, I type in Facebook, then I click the link. Notifications. Let's see. Yes, there is a notification. I probably didn't recognize it.
There you go. See?
Or there were multiple
notifications.
Notifications, and it got. Oh, I see that you're live on Facebook as well.
Yeah. I just had to go live there, but
Yes.
You know,
I liked it.
no.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, I can see the light coming up on this side now.
Who is this? Oh, I got a friendship notification from, and there's a common friend. Who's this then? Oh, well, way too hot young woman. That's probably fake.
Oh, so it's one of them
Yeah.
fake ones who'll make friends with you and then ask you for money or something.
Yeah, and then I'm wondering how come there's a mutual friend there, and then I see it's someone else of the scrappers, and that's probably how they found me.
Yeah. Some nice chips on this old board. See there?
Oh, yeah.
on the old phone. So there's some
gold
on both
flashing as
sides.
well.
So you have them on that side, and you have some tantalums on the top, and then on the other side, you have more chips on both sides. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Some pretty big flat packs. Yeah.
Hey, Romantic, thank you for the super sticker.
Romantic was the big winner yesterday at Rafael. Rafael did some giveaways and some games with numbers, and Ro won both times.
I've caught Ro twice this week now on my breaks at lunch at work on his Facebook. So I was able to watch his Facebook lives twice this week because when I was on lunch, I just went on Facebook. Oh, I said Ro's live, so I can watch what he's doing on there. And he does have a lot of people in on his lives, watching his lives.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the amount of people in watching like his lives and all the thumbs up and everything he gets on there. He does have a lot of people coming into it. So he's kicking ass over on Facebook side.
Cool.
I just don't have the time to do both, to be honest with you. I like the YouTube side because I've met good friends here and interesting people who do the same sort of stuff as me. And again, I only do this as a hobby, so where Ro is making his living from scrapping, and then if he can earn a bit more income from Facebook than he does from YouTube, he's as well to be over on Facebook doing it, isn't he? I make friends with them and get them to send me lots of pictures. When they ask for money, I block. Thanks for the pictures, and block them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Makes sense. Oh, hello, Crypto.
Rafael and Ro and the boy. I don't want anything for my birthday. Just stay in the stream or like my video or share my stream or something. That's all you have to do. None of the things. Even though I appreciate it, guys, but just people staying in the chat and taking time to come in and watch is enough for me. As I say, I'm the same as Ralph was when he was working full time.
Yeah, now I do need.
I don't
go to my videos and hit the thanks button. So I don't do live stream, so you can do the thanks super chat thingamabob.
I don't need the money. I work full time.
Send me all your money because I'm a poor boy.
I do appreciate what Raphael and Ro did there, but they don't have to. Where was there? Who did I say? Crypto came in. Hey, Crypto, welcome in. Yeah. And I was Sharky's back of Sharky's truck. I put that comment up as well on his video. The back of his truck looks like my shed bench at the moment. The back seat of his truck. It is packed with stuff. I hope he clears that out every time he goes back to the shark cage. But it looks like he doesn't.
Copper wire.
It's like super chat, but for each video. We super thanks Ralph's video. Yeah, there you go.
That's it. We super thanks Ralph's video.
And then Ralph won't have to get a full-time job. Ralph can just stay at home and get all the thanks on his videos.
Yes, make sure to do that once a month.
Make sure you do it 3 times a day for him.
Yeah.
Do that piece. Ralph, don't drink beer. Ralph doesn't drink beer.
Do not do that, peeps. Ralph don't drink beer, though he like cherry cola. Yes.
The cherry cola fund.
Bing. Something go bing. Why is something going bing?
It's not in my basement, so it must be something on your side going bing. There's another invisible phone with gold on it.
Let's see. Oh, I figure invisible phone with gold. Oh, same pattern basically.
Yeah.
Oh, Detector Kev is making a pewter chess set. That's also something I wanted to do. Make a chess set, but not from pewter. Maybe from like copper and brass or brass and aluminium.
I seen was it Ian Matthews had the fire extinguishers. He picked up loads of fires. I picked up loads of
Yeah.
fire extinguishers as well. So I was going to do a video on it. Now I can't do a video because because Ian done it. So I have to wait a while before I do my video on my fire extinguishers I picked up.
I like the really thick-walled ones. Those are the CO2 ones. CO2 ones?
I have someone in the basement, and I don't
HO2.
know who it is.
I don't know.
The voice of you, but they're not
The
putting their
voice.
camera on. So if they don't have their camera on, I won't bring them up. You can put it on for a second so I can see. Show your face, and then you can go back off again once I see who it is.
Or put something in the chat so we know who you are.
Okay. I can bring that person up. They seem to be middly sane. Hello.
Hi, I qualify. Yes.
The voice of YouTube. I couldn't see that. All I could see was the voice of you. And I was here, who the hell is that? The voice of
The
YouTube.
voice of YouTube.
Hello, sir. How do?
Hello. Hi there, everyone. Hi, Scrapping Irish. Hi,
What are you up
Scrap it,
to
Ralph.
today?
Hello. His voice
He was
sounds
up before
vaguely
this.
familiar.
He was?
Vaguely familiar voice, yeah.
Yeah. Jawohl!
Ja, Stoonsteins.
What are you working on today?
Me, I'm in the actual shop here, actually.
Oh, so there you go.
What is everybody? Hi, everyone. What are you all doing?
I saw some hair.
You better hope that was my hair, right? What are you all doing?
Well, I'm scrapping out
Scrapping
phones.
stuff.
I don't know what Ralph is scrapping out.
Induction boards.
Pardon me?
He's doing induction hobs and stuff from
Induction hobs. The boards from induction hobs.
Okay,
They have
nice.
nice big extruded aluminium on there. They have copper spool, a relay on there. There's some of those blue M&Ms, but I think these are varistors. These have a V. Then there's like little brass pins on there. Another MOSFET, more MOSFETs. And a couple of MLCCs, which I collect for some weird reason.
Silver Scorpion has to go, so Silver Scorpion, take it easy. See you scrapping just popped in. Hello, see you scrapping. So
later, Scorpion.
And just I think I'm up to date. So what are you working on in the shop?
I'm pressing some rosin.
Pressing some rosin.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Scrap it, Ralph. Do you mind if I ask Ralph a question?
Fire ahead.
Go for it.
What would be, you seem like a smart chap there, or you are a smart chap. It seems like you know what you're talking about. What I'm saying is, what is the board there worth if you were to just scrap the single board? So I'll give you what. Yeah, so what you were saying, every piece on there, you named about 15 pieces.
Yeah.
What's the total value, would you say? $4 for the whole board, 27, 100? I don't have no clue about what the M&Ms are worth if they're in a pound.
I actually have no clue. I collect the parts for the metals that are in there. I know the MOSFETs have nice copper in them. The pins are brass. The relays have silver contacts in them.
Nice.
I don't have a electronics place where I can bring these. I bring them to my scrapyard and I get breakage price, which is I think 35 cents a kilogram.
Don't you need to look? Don't you need to look for an electronics place somewhere in the country then, and just keep it in a box, and then just take it there at the end of the year, right? You'd make 10 times the money easy off a year load of stuff to a proper place that, because you know that's what that scrapyard does, right? They then take it to the electronics place and 10 times your value. I'm not dissing you, but I'm just saying I would do it to make you more money. You know, in 10 years, you'd make 100 times more money. You know, like you got to consider that, eh?
I've recently seen Everyday Solars that she found a place where she brought all her electronics and the higher grade stuff. Unfortunately, just about all the boards that I get is all low grade. I get very little computer scrap and stuff that's actually worth more.
What was the board you showed then? What is that?
This is a low grade board. It's
what is it off of?
An induction hook.
Okay, I don't know what that
power board
means.
for induction cooker. You know,
okay, and an oven or something. Something.
No,
you know the top of the ovens, the hob.
Instead of your stove, your gas hob. It's induction. It's one of those glass plates where you put the pan on there. And
all right, that's what I use to cook.
Yeah. And I replaced these for. I used to replace these for work. Well, I still do for about a week more, and then I'm off forever.
So you're taking those right out of the bin, or just putting your own bin together and taking them home after work? Because it's not stealing; it's taking the garbage that nobody else wants, right?
It gets thrown away otherwise anyway. So.
Well, you're recycling it, which is 10 times better than throwing it away. I mean, it's 1,000, a billion. Thank you for doing that. Really nice. And thank you for you guys' channels that are scrapping channels. I've always appreciated that. I'm a recycler, if that counts. I take all my recycling to the garbage, to the recycling bin every day. And I have 3 bins in my house, and I fill them by the end of the day most days.
And what's your channel about, or do you have a channel?
I've got a channel, but I came on here today. I care not to promote myself. I come on here just to simply share kudos to good channels. I don't, but if it's rude of me to say so, you're curious.
No, we let anyone that comes up can say what their channel is about, and if someone wants to go and look at their channel, they are free to go and look at their channel. I do not have an issue with that.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. But I'd rather just kudos you guys. And you guys talk about your channel. I do. If you want to, if I must talk about my channel, then I guess I could a little bit, but I don't want to.
Well, we like to know what other people are doing as well.
Okay. Well, I mean, right now I'm pressing rosin. I mean, you don't probably want to see it or anything, but I'm like, here's a bag of flour, here's a bag of starch, and I'm pressing it on my 20-ton press.
But show us again what did you have?
This is flour. This is about 4.5 grams of flour, and this is about. Oh, sorry. This one's the flour. This is about 4.5 grams of flour, and this is sift. This is sift here, and this is I don't know how much. And I've been in the garden all day today.
Okay.
Transplanting 20 plants, all kinds of cedar trees, and making my backyard worth thousands of dollars more than it was last year just by planting. It's amazing. It's called a cell. If you plant 10 or more trees of the same variety, or a proper variety of a big tree, which is a cell, you create a real estate gain of almost between 5,000 and 10,000, depending on the size and the type and how well they're cared for. I mean, you have to maintenance them, prune them. You have to give proper fertilizer to maintain them at the end of the year, as well as in the beginning and through the middle, right? Depending how much water you get and rain, you have to feed them more too, right? Or less.
All right. They've done something like that here in Ireland before as well. They took a lot of people who had not great land or whatever. They planted trees on them to increase the value of the land. So
very good. I am Irish, by the way. My name is Sean, so just throwing it out there.
But you're not in Ireland?
No, I'm not in Ireland, my friend. I wish I was. I'd be kissing the Blarney Stone on a live stream right now. I shit you not.
The Blarney Stone. A lot of people won't know what the Blarney Stone is.
Well,
I know it from an episode of Johnny Bravo. There was a character called Barney Stone, and he was constantly running after him to kiss him. Apparently, he misunderstood some part of it.
But was he hanging upside down off the edge of a cliff, though, while doing it? Because that's the
I think at some point he was.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
To kiss the Blarney Stone, you have to be...
You have to be batshit crazy, so that's why I will make it there one day. No, Ireland's landscape is got to be some of the most amazing, and if I could be so kind as to just talk about Ireland for a second, the Druids, which I'm sure Scrapping Irish has heard of, the Druids are the real original people who, I'm not saying the first, I said the real original people who, of Ireland anyway, or that area, who looked after the forests, and that we were just talking about, the trees and stuff. Druids are of the forest. They are the keepers of the forest and nature itself, right? Which everything is. We are inside of nature, whether we want to admit we're in a globe or not. We're inside of a snow globe that has a couple seasons, and nature governs us far over and above money or any government. If nature wants to, it can wipe us out at any time, far faster than any government.
I think it's working on that.
I think it's working on my place out, yeah.
Yeah,
I have someone in the basement, actually, I want to bring up as well. And Poosmate reckons you sound Canadian. Is she right?
Well, let's see if we have any more guesses in the chat there. Let's get some other
Hey, Rafael, hello.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see you all. Good to see you, Irish. I don't remember when I see you last time, buddy.
Oh.
Hello, dear Ralph.
Well, you seen me Sunday 2 weeks ago, because I wasn't live last Sunday because it was my mother's birthday and it was Father's Day, so all the family went out for dinner. So that's why I wasn't live last Sunday. But you seen me the Sunday before that.
Irish, can I finish up saying welcome to everyone?
No!
Hello, the new or mystery person, the voice of you.
Hello,
welcome, sir.
Hello, the Scrap Masters in the house.
Stations in England and they travel all over the.
I'm just playing with you, Irish. You know that, right?
I know. Well, no, I'm just reading. I'm reading Shark Scrapper's comment about Brownie Stone. But she had to come to Ireland to kiss the Brownie Stone. It's not in England.
We gotta. Can you time out that person quickly, please? That's a strike. We almost have to YouTube channel strike you for that. Take that back quick. Remove the comment.
He didn't say Ireland was in England. He just said.
Boy, do you want to start World War III? That's probably the fastest way to do it.
No, there's other people working on that.
Yeah. Look, there's something you were asking about the price of boards a minute ago off Ralph, and Shark Scrapper says that low grade boards you get 5 cents to 20 cents a pound. So you weigh that board and you'll be able to see how much it's worth, as in.
Yeah. And the most valuable part is the aluminium heatsink that's on there.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, if you take the aluminium,
I have 6 here.
You get more.
And there's quite some weight.
I believe the low-grade boards are the best because you can nick whatever you want out of them, and you still got low-grade board.
Exactly. Yeah.
With no weight loss.
And then you have the aluminium. Clean aluminium has a better price.
Yeah, and you can take the copper off. That's easy. And the MOSFETs that have quite a bit of copper in them, and whatever. Yeah.
And the gold.
In low grade, not so much.
Oh well, but still there's some.
Sometimes there is, yes.
I know well you knew well, Shark. I was just winding you. I was rising you.
So I don't like talking about war, but I'm pretty sure now that Canada or America could win the war pretty quick. Most of the countries you guys are from, the Europeans, you guys are pronouncing words like you guys are adding a bunch of extra syllables there. Aluminium. Holy shit! By the time you finish that word, I just read a book.
Yeah. We have the proper way of saying it. It's just
I was kind of wondering
because you like to shorten words, so it's easier for you to say.
I was kind of wondering if aluminum was like, you know, like kind of I don't know how to put it nicely. Let's just say the not smart way of saying it. But over here in North America,
listen how it sounds: aluminium or aluminum.
Well, I mean, it's quicker if you roll it off the tongue quicker. It's like aluminum.
No, you know why that difference is there?
It sounds like you're taking a shit while you're saying aluminum, bro.
You can just go easy way and just say alu. That's what
that is true. That
like
is true.
Aluminum.
Compromise, or you can go aluminium.
But what
aluminanium.
What are you guys saying? Because it cracks me up, and I'm just teasing. But you guys are aluminium, right? It sounds like the Wolverine
original,
way.
Actually.
What is Wolverine made out of?
Adamantium.
I love it. You're so close to adamantium, it hurts. That's awesome. You have almost turned the word aluminum into adamantium. It's awesome.
Well, there's also vibranium, and then there is unobtainium.
Unobtainium, I love it.
That's from Avatar.
I love Avatar.
But most metals, or many metals, you have gallium,
I've heard of it. How do you spell gallium, please? Is it with E-O-U-M or I-U-M? Or like E, is it with an E?
I-U-M, gallium.
Okay. I'm thinking gallium is
magnesium, and there's also aluminium, but for some reason, because there's already an I in there, many people turned it into aluminum. But
so you're saying there's aluminum and there's aluminium. You're saying there's two different ones.
Yes.
Do you know the two different numbers? Like what they are on the table?
No, they have the same number, but they have different melting points.
Are you serious?
Yes, aluminium melts at 660 degrees Celsius, and
lightweight
aluminum
material
melts at 1220 degrees
Whoa,
Fahrenheit.
double. Oh, so they're the same then?
Yes.
What the hell is going on? Are you messing with me? I didn't even
No, this is actually all accurate.
But it makes no sense.
No, originally when aluminium or aluminum was first discovered, it was called aluminum. And
what year was this? Please, the only reason I ask is because it matters.
I don't know, over 100 years ago.
They weren't very bright.
Because it was a chemical process that they used to extract it from bauxite ore. It was actually a excess that was they found a use for, but the value was like 10 times higher than gold per gram.
Could you please back up one sentence? Could you say the last part again? Because you're giving a lot of crazy and like wicked info I never heard of. But could you back up one sentence on what you said before, like just before how much it's 10 times value?
Buddy, concentrate yourself and listen.
Okay.
Pay attention, buddy.
You rewind. You say it then if you heard it so good, Ralph.
When it was first discovered, it was
what's going on.
It was a chemical process that was needed to extract the metal from the ore.
Mm-hmm.
And that started out as aluminum. And back then, it was worth 10 times more than gold by weight. Because it was so rare, it was considered almost magical because it was so light in weight. It was easy to melt, and it was quite strong to make stuff out of.
But was it hard to capture it as well?
It was very difficult to get.
Yes. So how did they work how did they work around the aluminum, and why is aluminum so cheap now? Because they found monster deposits of this, or they can scan?
No, they found a different way to extract it using electricity.
Electricity, exactly.
Yes.
Extraction process called electrolysis.
Exactly.
Okay, so after electrolysis, what is another
value?
Process? Okay, but before, as this is happening, what is gold worth, please? I want to see the transition. What's the flip? You said gold was less value. Do you remember, or what?
No, gold was basically the same value. Aluminum was just way more.
Now we can say it's what, 10 times the value, or sorry, I don't know the value of aluminum. It's $2,000 for an ounce of gold. Am I wrong?
About 1900, yeah.
Okay. I need to know, who is that guy?
Oh, it's actually down. It's down
guys,
now. It's down to 18.
We need to educate him very fast. Come on, the guy just jumped in on the scrappers area and.
No, what is the value of aluminum today? What is the value of aluminum?
Not so much. Not so much.
$20, $10, $50 for an ounce.
I think I get like two euros a kilogram, which is almost the same as $2.
Oh my God, €2 a kilogram. You're kidding. So you're talking about a kilo being worth $1, and you're talking about an ounce, which is 16 ounces in a pound, which you need.
No, we don't use the imperial system over here.
I hear you. So you're talking kilos. So but I'm gonna work it for. Well, how do you talk gold then? What do you measure gold in?
In grams and in kilograms.
You go grams to kilograms.
Yeah.
So I'll explain something about that inferior system quickly. If you have anything in between there, which could be 50, which is just shy of 2 ounces, you don't say 50 grams. You say 2 ounces. And if you
here, an ounce is 100 grams.
Over here, an ounce is not 100 grams.
A pound is 500 grams. And then there's a kilo, which is 1,000 grams.
It's only in the Netherlands that an ounce is 100 grams.
Holy crap!
Man. Numbers that make sense.
Why in the Netherlands did they do that to the system?
I have no idea.
You guys got to recognize that the people who built a lot of these systems are not as smart as you guys. And if you're not giving yourself you guys don't give yourselves enough credit. We're all equal. We just think that the people that are in power are supposedly smarter because they're in power, or they're rich because they're smarter. No, they're spoon-fed silver spoon-fed royals that control the world. It's very common knowledge. Every bank in the world is controlled by the royals around the world. Each country has royals, or they have an ambassador to the royal. area that they're taken over by.
Between the scrappers, there is nothing like richness or poorness in here. We are all equal, and we're sharing our knowledge.
Our scrapper knowledge.
Right. I was talking about the Dutch culture and how they left in a system of darkness with 100 grams being in ounces. That doesn't even make any sense.
There goes the neighborhood.
Hello, Dave.
Here is Parknest, who is another encyclopedia.
So if you want to know stuff, that guy is basically Wikipedia himself.
Yeah, that is Wikipedia. Parknest.
Yeah, I know a lot about nothing.
Parknest, what country are you from? Do you mind if I ask?
UK.
England? Oh, cool.
The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland.
Oh, I love that even more.
Where's that on the world?
I'm not really a big fan of the certain things.
Ex-EU member.
Oh,
yeah,
very
cool.
Scotland
very cool.
If Scotland get the way, you'd be ex-Scotland soon as well.
Nice.
But Scotland wants to go back into the EU.
Oh, no.
Independent.
That's Nicola Sturgeon.
It's not. It's the population of Scotland are more than the old Tory conservatives that are.
Yeah, well, shouldn't Nicola Sturgeon doesn't speak for all Scots. Doesn't speak for many Scots, to be honest.
Poor old Boris got a kick in the again. I see in the election.
Come on, what's wrong with the Scots? Sometimes they're hard to understand, but yeah, it's cool to speak with them.
A couple of by-elections. It's not going to make much difference in the grand scheme of things.
Never met a nice Scottish person.
Hey, Gil Skills. Welcome in.
Skills
yeah, quite you.
Cheers, Gil.
Good day, sir.
Hi, Skills.
What are you munching on, Parky?
Sorry.
What are you munching on?
Hang on, just a moment. I'll get you back into I'll get back into reality. And you can see for yourself. It's chili. It's chili on rice.
Nice. I'm craving some rice. Oh, and beans. You get through some
chili.
beans.
Oh yeah, chili, kidney beans, peppers.
Good job. Enjoy, buddy.
Beans, beef mince, and rice. And probably a bit of an onion thrown in. And some red peppers as well.
What's that beeping?
Oh, what the hell was that noise?
Sorry, I'll mute my mic. I just realized I'm setting my press.
Okay, what's that beeping? Trying to find my headphones. May join the panel if I can find them. You're more than welcome, Gil Skills, to join the panel.
Oh, Gil knows
the dog took it.
Before.
The dog is listening to music somewhere in the corner.
Yeah, he's a couple of dogs. It could be any one of them.
Who let the dogs out?
It's probably Moon. I don't trust that one.
He looks dodgy. Or
he looks a little bit dodgy. He's sus. He's the newest member, I think it was.
And then it could be Sky that'll be doing it to blame the other dog so that he gets.
Oh, yeah.
You see?
Nobody suspects Sky.
Sly, you see?
Never trust a vegan Dalmatian.
Vegan Dalmatian. Holy crap. That sounds aggressive.
Sounds alien.
Probably not through choice.
Did you know all Dalmatians are vegan?
Didn't know that.
Dalmatians have an ability to not be able to they can't digest protein. They lack the ability to digest protein. Meat proteins, animal byproducts.
That's
amazing.
Weird.
It's amazing.
Mine had one. He ate normal dog food fine.
Well,
yeah, and he probably got a urate stone and passed from it. Urate stones are severely common when they're not fed properly. You can look it up though. I had a Dalmatian for 17
I'm no dog
years.
expert.
I had a Dalmatian for 17 years.
Bodybuilders suffer from the same thing, from taking too much protein as well. They get stones in their kidneys and
just
stuff.
One or many
no,
of them?
Steroids.
17 years.
No, they get from
important question.
sleeping like hell. What is?
He was huge.
It's not.
Does anybody else have like a golden retriever or anything?
My question wasn't cured, but oh well, never mind.
I stuck out of a border collie.
Oh, nice, beautiful dog. Here in North America, we call that a lassie. We say that's lassie. I don't know if you guys have lassie in Europe.
It's a rough collie.
Okay, I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
It's a different breed.
Wow. Oh, no, that's brilliant.
That's what a product colour typically looks like, but the colours and the markings can vary a bit.
Nice mask on them there almost, eh? I'd name that one Bandit. Did you name him Bandit?
No, I did not name her Bandit, and she wasn't named by me. That was the name she had when her name was Fudge, because she's a tricolour. And I don't know if you can see her left front paw. She had tan on the left front paw, hence the name.
Right. My second guess was she shit all over everything.
No.
Oh, he fell off.
He's gone.
Yeah, put him in. She's
in the middle of speaking and he's gone. Anyhow, what we were saying there.
This one's the same breed as well.
Did Gilskills find his thing yet, I wonder? Did he locate his headphones?
Good man should know where his headphones are at all times.
That earphones was a long time ago eaten away by his husky. He's never gonna find it out.
Who's that behind you?
That's the late great John Noakes with Dog Shep from Blue Peter.
Oh,
remember Blue Peter in the 1970s?
Yes,
Get down, Shep.
Well, in the 1970s, I was only 5. By the time 1980s came along.
Okay, and after that, I can ask the same question and I get no more info.
Oh, sorry. What did you say, Raphael?
I just saying after Parky answer your question, I can ask the same one and know as much as I knew before.
Blue Peter was like a kids program that used to be on.
Yeah, Blue Peter. I used to watch that.
Yeah. Did you watch Blue Peter? Yeah.
Yeah, we had that on here. Well, not on the BBC, of course, but we got BBC over here. They had that all kinds of arts and crafts stuff on there as well. And there was a guy called Toby, and they called him Toby One Kenobi, I think, at some point.
There's one I made earlier.
Iron Blue.
Exactly, basically that. And there was a blonde girl called Zoe, and I remember really liking her.
Mac.
Who cares how she was called? She was blonde, so come on.
Yeah, she was a nice blonde young lady. Yeah, Zoe Salmon, I think.
I didn't really watch Blue Peter I wasn't a big fan. I love Tomorrow's World. Do you remember Tomorrow's World, Parky?
Oh, I do. Yeah, yep.
Oh, you still watching that?
What happened to the voice guy? What happened to the voice guy that just dropped off that YouTube thing in?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, there's someone else in the basement. We can find out which dog stole his headphones.
Oh.
Hi guys.
Hello, Gilskills.
How are you?
Gilskills, how do you?
Let me know if the ACs in the background are a little much on the audio. I can adjust the volume.
Sounds fine on my end.
Awesome. I'm just going to actually try and see if
Peter presented you on about Ralph.
Yeah.
What's the last one? More recent. Oh yeah, that's got a Zoe Salmon. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're after my time. I'm more like John Noakes and Peter Duncan era.
I think I've seen Peter Duncan as well.
What have you been up to, Gil?
John Leslie. Well, I'm a bit later on with John Leslie.
Same old stuff, different day. You know how it is.
Same here.
Scrapping, trying to stay cool.
Karen Keating, Claudia Hungerford's daughter.
And there was something else I was going to say there just to. Have you been scrapping out much? Have you been collecting all your stuff from the RV guys? Have you?
Yeah. I've trying to make sure that my microphone is. There we go. Okay, sorry. I've been collecting the majority of it through the RV dealerships. I get 2 that I collect from now.
Well, cool.
Yeah, a lot of aluminum. Some. A lot of copper too. Actually, number one.
Aluminum
stuff.
Well,
Well, my real hope is to get enough scrap to build my own camper. You know.
Yeah, you get enough to build your own campers. Like a guy that there was this thing used to go. There was this story used to go around. There was a guy that worked in a tractor factory back in the day, and he used to take a bit home every day. He went home and he built a tractor after about 6 years working in the factory at home.
You know, guys, not so long time ago, I checked out the prices of the camper vans and all that stuff in here. Holy crap! That little bugger cost more than the house. It's crazy.
There is a special brand of camper that I'm looking for. They're no longer technically in business. The company was called Live and Light. I don't know if anybody's heard of them, but they made a series of camper called Camp Light. 100% aluminum. The frame, the body, the chassis. There's no wood in it whatsoever. No Luan. It was made of Asdale. There's not a speck of wood in any of these things, and you can get it. You know, one 2016, 2017 for under $20,000. And they're light, you know, and I'm buying a Tacoma, so they're light, so I can pull those with the Tacoma. So that's what I'm looking for. Something that's not going to rust or corrode.
It's basically indestructible, but only problem will be when you get in the accident or something like that. That's the only risk on them.
Yeah, because I mean, if you compromise the frame, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, true.
Few people saying hi there, Gil. And I seen Bruce Napier coming in. So Bruce, how do you do? Welcome in. Good to see you.
Cheers,
I would drive like my grandmother's grandmother, so you wouldn't have to worry about getting into an accident. Hopefully.
Have you been talking to Moose Scrapper lately, Gil? No.
I haven't talked to him lately. I should reach out, see how he's doing.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was wondering how he's getting on.
He's still putting out a video or so every now and then, but
I seen he put one a month ago. I think he put one out. So any other news with you? I haven't seen you in a while, so I haven't been up on a panel. I haven't seen you up on many panels or anything. So, and when you usually go live, it's usually late at night when it's past my bedtime.
Yeah, I you know, there's
no sleep.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, what are we saying, Gil?
No, Parknest was going to say something.
No, we interrupt Parknest because what he has to say is usually not interesting.
So, why not?
What's new?
Come on.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm saying, Irish, you were watching late at night because you couldn't sleep.
No, I don't. Usually I see it in the morning that Gil was live, and it's usually like at 12 a.m. my time or 1 a.m. in the morning. So I'm usually going to bed because I have to be up for 6:30 in the morning. So I'm usually in bed and sleep by 12.
Right.
Yeah,
there's no rhyme or reason when we go live. Sometimes we'll go live. I'll go live with Crystal. You know, sometimes I'll do an impromptu live like one of the days on the weekends. I am working on, like in the background, I'm working on a whole bunch of OBS stuff. And once I get everything reasonably done.
I seen that you were doing an OBS thing the other day.
Yep. Yeah, I am going to lie. I mean, that was just a countdown thing that I was doing. Yeah. But yeah, once that's done, I am going to start doing live streams regularly, and there's going to be an itinerary, and I've actually got a pretty cool itinerary in place.
Yeah, because you used to do one on a Sunday, and it was a good time. It was around 6 p.m. my time, which is about 2 p.m. your time, I think, or something like that.
1 p.m. I think,
or 12 p.m. or something, or whatever it was. Yeah, that used to be a good one. The Sunday one you used to do. I used to enjoy going into that.
Yeah. And consistency is key. I mean, you do yours every Sunday, and because of that, you're drawing. I mean, you get 17 people in here right now, which is awesome.
Yeah. Well, hey, not as good as Raphael. Raphael does have like 30 something in it, his ones, because he doesn't like. I'll miss ones. Like I've already missed one this month, or maybe 2 this month. I'm not sure, but Raphael hardly ever misses. So everyone knows on a Saturday you're going to get Raphael live.
Yeah, you know? and Raphael's same way. I mean, you get 20 or 30 people in there at any given time, which is awesome.
You know, the last Saturday was number 200, Irish.
Wow.
And you missed that, you bugger.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
You all gonna be sorry.
You're going on a road trip this year, Gil.
At some point.
The answer is yes. It's a little complicated this year because my RAV is not really. I don't feel comfortable driving it. I don't think it's reliable enough. So I've got to deposit down on a truck. It's been built. It's in, the process of being delivered to my dealership. It's in Massachusetts right now, which is 4 hours away.
I understand that people got stuff to do. I'm not gonna blame anyone if they not make it into my Saturday stream, except Irish, of course.
Well,
that's a different story.
Hey, it was my birthday last night. I'm allowed to go out on my birthday.
I really don't have an excuse either because I'm scrapping in the garage just like everybody else. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from Raphael's live. I'll click on in there and see how he's doing.
Hey,
so I apologize.
I was about to say this guy's proper name.
Well, Irish. I'm just playing with you.
I know well. It's not Detector Kev. It's Dictator Kev.
Hello, Kev.
But anyway, I'm waiting on the truck. So once I get the truck, at that point, I can determine, because I'm thinking about August. I'm going to travel again, right around August. The answer is yes. It's just later this year.
I hope to maybe next year go to America, and I might visit a few people if I do manage to put that together next year.
Yeah.
You never know. I might wander up to Maine, or I might wander down to Florida, or I might wander to some other people that I've met on YouTube.
I will travel to come see you.
Similar plans, but I need to be employed for that again. I have recently, 2 weeks ago on Monday, heard that my contract will end by the end of this month. And will not be renewed. So I'm going to be jobless. I'm going to start doing the e-begging and doing live streams, begging for super chats, stuff like that,
That sucks,
well,
I think some more videos, Ralph.
I'm going to put up way more videos, maybe like one every month instead of one every 3 months. So
start raffling off some of your, your metallic art.
Ian Matthews, welcome in, by the way. Ian, I was watching Ian's thing, and his last video, and he said something about the surprise of the beers, the two beers. He was surprised how they didn't differ in taste. I was surprised that he actually said he was going buying a Posy bit. That's what surprised me.
You know what, Ralph? You can always just stop by me. I got full garage, full of scrap. You can play with it all day long, and you got fully internet connection with the fiber, and you can have your fun. As far as scrapping it, then we're gonna share the profit. Right?
That might actually be a good idea.
That might be a good plan.
Yeah,
I like it. I can deliver the new stuff every day almost.
Well, I told him where I work, we're looking for 3 new employees, so you can have a job straight away. So if he wants to come to Ireland, I can give him a job.
I want to travel down south so bad, down to the Florida area. There's so many people there, Shark Scrapper, and many others.
To use his cards. Ian's going to save money now that. Yeah, that's it, Cruiser Mac. Ian Matthews is on a win-win now that he found this beer that tastes the same as the speckled hen, but it's cheaper.
Yeah, but
it was like all his Christmas.
Probably single malts.
It was like all his Christmases came at once.
Into that game, and then he loses his own game. Come on,
you got to cut costs somewhere. I commend you, Ian.
But yeah, no. Sometimes you can get beers that are cheaper and they taste way better than the dearer beers. So if you manage to find that, you're on a winner.
Yeah, Shark Scrapper. I moved to Florida for a girl, and I happened to move to Florida at the very end of July and lived there all the way through August, and moved back to Maine in September. So yes, I understand exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, bad time of year to move, to down to Florida. It was 90 degrees here today. I can only imagine what it was in Florida.
90 in Fahrenheit is what?
Fahrenheit, yeah.
Is what in Celsius?
About 35, I think.
Do you know what we had today in Celsius here in Ireland? 13 degrees Celsius. It was like winter.
Oh, that's warm.
When you stop, it was like winter.
That's great working weather, Scrapping.
I went out in my t-shirt and I said, "Oh, I'm going back in again. Too cold."
Over here, people lose their minds when it goes over 85 Fahrenheit.
Now, if we get to about 16 or 17, it's like t-shirts on, shorts on, summer's here.
Come on, in this year I haven't got on myself shorts on till now. It's not acceptable. It's way too cold. Last 3 days was nice and warm, but not warm enough to wear the shorts.
The AC units aren't doing it for me.
I don't wear shorts at
unit,
all.
What's that thingy?
Your mic was a bit
You
low.
don't have
Turn
that
up your
like
mic
in
here,
here.
Raphael.
99% of homes here do not have AC.
No, there's
Same
no need
here.
for that.
Same here.
If you got like 4 or
Probably
5 days of the year
99%
when you
here.
feel like too warm, then other than that, you don't need AC, right?
The only place that have ACs here in Ireland is the shops. That's it.
Well, people in Maine start to melt after it gets to about 80 plus degrees. So we have a lot of AC, during this time of year. I got a portable in the living room and I got a portable in the office here to try to cool down the lower level. And on days like this, it doesn't keep up.
You know what,
You
Bob?
can't
At
see
some
it because
point,
it's white.
Sorry. So at some point, I get myself AC unit for my cave because at some point I thought that was a little bit too warm in here, and then I get those portable, and after that I find out, nice, cool blowout air on the front is awesome, but the back side of it with this pipe, what exhausts the hot air, create more heat than it was before.
That's supposed to blow outside.
That was meant to be blown outside, you see.
It were, but still, those little piece of pipe, like half meter, create much more warm.
The portable ones, yeah, exactly. The heat comes through and it radiates. He's absolutely right. They're not as efficient as like the window mount units or heaven forbid the heat pumps. I would love to have a heat pump. They're just expensive.
Yeah, and they're very efficient, energy efficient heat pumps.
Yeah, pennies on the dollar compared to like a conventional AC unit.
Yeah, everything over here is changing to heat pump now.
Yeah, mine wasn't cheap. It was quite expensive one, but still, it creates more heat than self-cool.
Oh, wow.
To be honest.
No, you're not wrong.
Most places are changing to heat pumps now as well. Here in Ireland, everyone is changing to heat pumps. If any new house is being built, have to have heat pumps. You're not allowed to have oil heating, or you're not allowed to have solid fuel heating. It has to be heat pump heating. And that's it.
I would imagine that's going to make its way across over here at some point too. But right now, in
about 50 years, by the way you're going.
Right. I mean, we still rely pretty heavily in this area for heating oil, and I paid pretty close to $6 a gallon the last time I got some.
$6 a gallon. It is
That's not a bad price, to be honest.
I think it's two quid a litre here. So that'd be about
knocking on door £2. Yeah, knocking on door £2 a litre.
That'd be about $8 a gallon then.
That's the diesel
here.
It's usually about 10p more than the petroleum.
Yeah.
People get away from it.
I mean, everybody's getting the higher costs, which sucks. But when you're used to like $2.50 a gallon, or even $3 a gallon, and it shoots up to $6. I mean, it's
But he had it cheap for years.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
We went to America in 2013, and we hired a car. Over there you pay before you fill up in a lot of garages. Over here you fill up and then you go in and pay. But you have to pay in advance and then fill up. So I went in and I said, put $60 in the car. And he looked out and he goes, "Are you sure?" I said, yeah, $60. He said, okay, put $60 on the pump. I went in, I got to about $30 and the car was full.
Yeah, they're forcing people with the prices and everything. It's forcing people to change, like getting heat pumps or, putting wood stoves
whatever
in
else.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of forcing people to do something different. Sometimes it's not always for the betterment of, greener. Let's say it's not always greener.
Almost no one have the oil heater. We still got few. I took care about the flats, so there is still few oil heaters, in there, but they are very inefficient. There's plenty like pellets one or even electric one. It's actually these days electric one is more efficient than the self-diesel one, to be honest.
Yeah, Kuzma had a good point there actually about the heat pumps. Wow. We have that issue here in Ireland as well, that the electric grids are not good enough because we have a shitload of data centers built now in Ireland by like Facebook have a rake of data centers, and Apple have them, and Amazon have them because their European headquarters are in Ireland, so they're putting all their data centers around Ireland as well, a lot of them. And they were saying 20% of all the electricity used last year in Ireland was used by data centers. You know, so it's putting a strain on the any new data center coming online in Ireland is putting a strain on the electrical system already. So
I want to get something that's not necessarily going to.
They should put a couple of square miles of solar panels up.
They are doing that all over the place over here.
The sun only shines in Ireland once a year.
There are 2 new solar farms locally around here that just went up recently, and there's a ton more in the works. But
it's going on. Actually, in my area, actually, there were last time a letter I find out in my mailbox, and they will build like 2 solar farms in surrounding of my flat. But actually, the people don't want to build it because it's gonna destroy the self view. Instead of like fields, you're gonna see like all solar panels.
Hey, do you know what will change their tune?
People protesting
about that. Dearer, they'll soon change their tunes. If they can get cheaper electricity, they'll go. Oh, here's what you want.
No, not really, Irish. Because to be honest, that was also said in that article. Or the info what they give us, it's not gonna affect our area of our electricity and so on. It's going to be sent out somewhere else.
Oh yeah, I know.
Hear a lot about that too.
If they said to you, "Oh look, because we're putting solar panels here, you're going to get 50% off your electricity," there'd be no complaints about solar panels.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. If they do that, that may work at least for a period of time. Let's say first 5 years or something like that. That could work, but they don't give you any plus out of it. Yeah. As you're just walking by, instead of looking at the green field or something and the forest behind it, you're gonna see like solar panels.
What was like
3.5 meter high, and they're gonna adjust to the sun. So that's not gonna be a nice look, right?
It is kind of odd because I live pretty much in the middle of nowhere, and I'm starting to see all of these solar farms pop up here and there. And we have wind farm, wind farms not too far, and it's a mountain area, so they try to take advantage of that too. And we get a lot of people that complain about that too. And I think that eventually we're going to start seeing people lobby for more subtle approaches for renewable energy. Like there's technology that, like for buildings, you can put there's a film that you can put on top on the windows.
Come on.
That will attract energy. There are shingles that you could put up that are actually solar collectors that are a lot more subtle. There's a lot of technology out there that would make it a lot more subtle. Right now, it's just kind of
what they're doing over here is wave farms in the sea. So
but come on, what each and every little village or small city change their roofs to the solar panels? That could be like, let's say, government program, and they give, let's say, half price for the self equipment, and the people got to pay half price for it by themselves. And then the little village or tiny city will be self-sufficient by the electricity, right? And then after the project going up and growing, just connect it all together. Of course, they got technology to do that, right?
Tesla have it already. Tesla roofs. They do the whole roof of the house.
Yeah, for example.
They look like slates or tiles, but they're actually solar panels.
The problem is they're not cheap yet. I mean, like the common man, like I consider myself the common man. I don't make a crap ton of money. I can't afford them. I mean, they're insanely expensive to me. But some of the fat cats and richer people can buy them. But it's not ready for the common man yet, or woman, or whomever.
If the government go with agreement with this company, they will make huge business in both sides. and people will be happy. They will replacing the roof, will even get rid of the old asbest roofing and all that stuff, right? What is problem? So they will get new roof and create electricity for the local.
Honestly, 20. If you guys tell me if I'm wrong here, this is a Gil Skills prediction. 10, 20 years from now, as you know, that technology advances, I would expect that at some point it's going to be code when building a new house that it's like solar shingles, you know, to be as energy independent as humanly possible. What do you think about that?
Over there, maybe. Over here, that's already the case.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not too long time ago, I sorry. I watched too much videos. And anyway, mixed up. Never mind. Go back. Not so long time ago, I did watch some documentary about, actually, that was happening in Netherlands. They create like garden houses on the rooftops at the cities. Though they do not create that on the old buildings, but only at the new ones. So they create as well like shafts.
I'm going to stop you for one
elevator.
Second. I'm going to stop you for 1 second because I want to give you all a warning. The person I'm bringing up now from the basement can be a bit rowdy. He can cause a lot of trouble. Just you know, he can be grumpy and stuff. Just bear with him, okay?
Okay, I'm not going to scream on him.
Oh, it's Ian.
Yes! What do you mean grumpy?
Hey! Oi! Gentlemen, who called Ian grumpy? Come on!
Never.
Good evening, gents. You're talking there about 19 degrees, 18 degrees. I don't know what that is, but it's hot here. I'm shirtless. Probably must be about 8 degrees. When it gets down to about 3, we put a jumper on. -3, that is.
There's something else.
You got one minus on me because I standing behind my buddy Ian, and he's not grumpy. He may be old, but he's not grumpy, and he is my buddy. So you got the minus on me.
I meant to say not grumpy. I meant to say stingy.
Too late.
Now, you said bald.
No, that's what Irish. We're the tight asses.
I'm actually obstruculous.
Oh, is that the word?
That's today's what? Big word.
Obstrucle what?
Sounds Greek.
Anyway, listen, you all missing the point. They've got the technology. You can have a little wind turbine on the corner of every building. Every roof could be solar powered. Even your bricks can generate electricity. Who's going to pay taxes if you're not going to buy electricity?
Well, it's not just that. Did you see what they're doing in Florida? I watched a video today about it, and in Florida, where everyone had solar panels and the electricity companies weren't making money, they set a minimum charge now every month, even if you have your own solar panels.
I was watching something in the political side this week, which has gone totally unnoticed by the whole country. The government have just passed some legislation that says that every new electric home car charging point has to be connected to the internet and will not be allowed to charge at peak times.
Oh, so they'll switch you off if you're trying to charge at a peak time.
Or they'll charge you at a higher rate of electricity.
Matthew,
wouldn't that be connected to the solar panels?
No, home charger is something different. The electric provider will provide you, and then you set it up at your home.
I have echo coming back somewhere.
I think Ian has an echo.
Echo.
No, I have nothing else on in here. No microphone, no phone switched on. Or
mute Ian. See what happens.
Come on, Ian. You're on the carpool, so
Ralph.
There we go.
The issue with solar panels, though, with charging cars and stuff, is it's the amount of time it takes.
It's too slow.
It's way too slow. I mean, they count charging times for these cars in kilowatts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and it takes about a couple of hours to get a kilowatt.
Yeah.
It is you, Matthew. It's coming back from you.
It is Ian. I told you.
Well, I don't know. Let's see if I've got YouTube running in the background.
I see what's happening here. You all are making Ian grumpy by talking about this echo. That's what's going on.
It could be I've got YouTube running in the background.
You probably have. I remember you had that before, and you were blaming, I think, Guido.
Yeah, it's Guido's fault.
That was Guido's fault. Now he's gone.
He's got a crackle device, that's why.
Not camera, microphone, Ian. Come on.
Well, don't mind the camera off either.
I do stood behind your back, but come on, buddy.
Is that better?
I think the United States they're going to be developing a tax to try to compensate for the loss of like federal and state taxes on gasoline and stuff like that with these electric vehicles. They're just going to integrate it right into the charging infrastructure, which will hit people that do a lot of traveling the most. So if you're not traveling at home and you need to, say, travel 500 miles away and you need to charge at a few places along the way, like at a Walmart or something, you're going to be charged a premium for that.
I'm going to do
there's enough rechargeable points.
Yeah,
that's the problem these days.
Yeah,
that's not the problem over here.
If they're not getting taxes out of you one way, they'll find another way of getting it.
Exactly.
Don't worry about that.
You know what's going to happen? They're going to invent trailers that have battery packs in them.
That's already in the works. It's like a AAA thing. I mean, if somebody breaks down or whatever with an electric car, they have battery packs in vehicles that go out and charge the car instead of towing it. I mean, you could tow it too, but
yeah, true. But as far you pay for assistance on the road, right?
I would imagine it's top dollar to get that sort of service. But hey,
yeah, I guess so.
As
battery technology improves,
but anyway,
eliminate a lot of the problems.
As far as I heard last time in the whole again echo, right?
Echo again, Matthews.
Where'd that come from? Anyway, in 2035 in Europe, the gas or diesel running cars gonna be banned. Sell.
Only new ones.
New ones, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but come on, how many years gonna take for them to disappear? 10, 20 years? Not more.
Longer.
I think they're rushing it. I think they're rushing it. I think
rushing very fast
approach because it's such a jarring impact to every country's economy. Really.
It's gonna last only the like classic cars and all that stuff. That will be only the diesel or gas cars running.
Okay, well, I drive a diesel. I'll tell you what I think will happen. Not around 5 years' time, it'll cost me £5,000 a year road tax to run a diesel car.
Ian, I watched a video on YouTube of a guy that had a Volkswagen diesel. It was an older car. He also powers that with vegetable oil. He figured out a way to power the diesel with vegetable oil, and he gets about 1,400 miles between the gas and the vegetable oil. And he gets the vegetable oil from restaurants that wants to get rid of it, and he refines it. It's so cool to watch.
We're doing that for years, and I used to run it on brand new vegetable oil. It was something like 30 pence a litre in the supermarket. And then when biodiesel came along and all the fuel companies started buying all the rapeseed farms, fields for the next few years, it shot up to the same price as diesel, like £1 a litre. So I stopped doing it. Everybody was complaining. It sounded like it smelt like a chip shop when you was behind me.
Come on, it's either way better smell than just old diesel, right?
I have to mute Matthews when anyone else is talking because of the echo. So I'll bring him back in then when he's talking.
I don't know why there's any echo. I've nothing else running.
Where is your microphone at this moment in time? Have you plugged in, or are you just doing the microphone?
Do you have your phone on?
Ian, buddy. Take your iPad or phone and
problem.
The volume all the way down.
On the phone? I'll turn the phone off. What about that?
Yeah, try that.
Then you're going to lose the connection. Come on.
No, because I'm on my iPad. Right, I've turned the phone off.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So as far you on iPad and you got your earphones, turn the volume down on your.
I've not got earphones.
It doesn't have earphones.
I've no
Where's your earphones? Get them.
So, are you saying that the microphone is picking up the loudspeaker?
Yes.
Exactly
Yes.
what.
That's what it sounds like.
What I'm gonna say.
Well, that's a bit crap, isn't it? Hang on.
It's
let's-
a crap.
What did you expect? Come on, Ian.
They're about 3 inches apart, man.
Sorry,
Or less.
I'm getting told off for being so noisy. Well, dirty Luke was enough.
Yep, that says it all.
She's watching Stranger Things upstairs, and I'm obviously too loud.
Do you know what you can hit?
Like,
Have you hit the what's called the
come on, Ian.
cancellation button?
For something, you got to grow. One day you're gonna be able to watch the Stranger Things.
Some things I'm going to grow like balls. You mean?
Holy crap!
Days, they'll drop in. One of these days,
Those
they
were
will
cut off
drop. I
years
promise.
ago.
My echo
Right.
killing myself.
I'm going to leave you to it if I'm causing too much of an obstruction and I'm causing too much noise upstairs. But enjoy the rest of your stream. Lovely to see you all.
Hey, come on, Ian. Don't do that. How I can hear myself expression when you leave.
Echo.
And the home of
Echo. Bye,
I'll
Ian.
stay in chat.
Dang.
Sorry.
Normal service has been resumed.
That was actually kind of cool to hear myself after I say something.
It's kind of cool when
I hear enough of myself when I edit my videos. Ugh.
Yeah, when Watch Call went echo there, that's when it was you could hear it for ages.
Yeah.
Hey, Georgie, welcome in.
Sorry, Ian, that wasn't my fault.
By the way, David Young says hello to all. He messaged me
Hello,
on.
David.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the chat, but
Okay.
he.
Well, tell him we said hello.
I'll do that. He
Ralph, I got a
texted
question.
me.
So why do you read like half-hour message?
What?
Why did you read half-hour-old message of David?
I didn't say it was half an hour. He just did. He just
I
said.
texted him like he texted Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Okay then. Sorry.
Hey, Ralph, what do you
Yes.
think of the new Star Trek Strange New World series?
Not seen it. Sorry. I'm very much behind on watching many things, but soon I have some free time, so I will be
Stop
trying to
watching
catch up.
Discovery. Stop watching Picard. They all suck.
I have not watched Discovery, and I've only seen
Picard.
season 1 of Picard.
That Strange New Worlds. It's awesome.
I've heard good things. Indeed, yes.
Did you watch the Umbrella Academy, Annie? You know.
Oh, the new season of that just came out. I have not seen it yet. No spoilers.
Umbrella Academy?
I like it.
What's it called? Umbrella Academy?
The Umbrella
Yeah.
Academy, yeah.
Is it Resident Evil related?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
based on a comic book of some sort, but I don't think it's not Resident Evil. So
Right.
What?
I'm sure if you check in that shed, Ian Matthews, you have about 1,000 microphones and headphones and stuff.
I have faith in you, Ian.
You can do it.
See, Ian Matthews was watching the Umbrella Academy as well.
Hey, come on! Last 3 minutes there was no echo, and I understand nothing whatsoever. I just hear Chinese thingy. Not only echo.
Oh yeah. See, he just when we start talking about television programs, it's like blah 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 blah. That's all he hears.
True. I even begin to look at Parkness, what he doing on the screen. To be honest.
He's turning into a
Sorry, just
80s music video.
I'm on dark. Dark mode.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory thing, you know, your man, Mr. TV, whatever his name was.
Mike TV.
Yeah, Mike TV. You look like you were going into that, going like Mike TV.
At some point, I even imagine myself, or actually seen it, but I'm not really sure if I imagined or seen it. But Parky at some point begin to move like, I'm a Scotman. Beep, pop, 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 pop.
I don't know what Beavis and Butt said about that song. They called it crap. It must be from crap section at record store.
Hey, come on, Parky. I got respect for you. I'm not gonna call you scrap, man.
Call that.
I was meant to do this the last day and I didn't do it. Who's Mate had a question and I was meant to remind her about the question. So Who's Mate, I'm glad you remembered to remind me to remind you about the question. So Who's Mate, what's your question? She goes, I remember the question. Can I ask it?
Ask away. That's why we are here.
Yeah. Watchball is leaving. Who just he was leaving? Dear Park, take it easy. Thanks for being in, sir. Appreciate you dropping in.
Yeah, Lodi.
So we're all waiting for Who's Mate's question. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, she said me message. Make sure you remind me to ask you a question. So, good job. She remembered to remind me to remind her to ask the question.
Oh, I got the question.
Go on.
Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, wait.
I forget it.
Which of the hold on now. Put it up on the old big writing.
Scars. What?
With the scarcity of the chips in the world, is there any value in chips you removed from the boards? Well, for reselling the chips, as in to be reused as microchips again on other boards, is it? Is that what you mean, Pools Nate? So that rather than recycle them, will the companies use them again on some other board? Raphael has his hand up.
Yeah,
can I have questions?
No more scrap value to them, or less scrap value to them, but resale value.
No, that's the thing with electronics and computer stuff. It gets old so quickly that it becomes obsolete because there's something better around the corner for the same price or even cheaper.
Yeah, see, the problem is the reuse is not really going to be there for them because technology moves on so quick. The ones that were in 6 months ago are going to be no good to be reused again in any other devices. I don't think anyhow.
And it goes way well.
It's Moore's law. Every 18 months, the chip calculation capacity.
The processing power doubles.
Processing power. That was the word. It doubles every 18 months, basically.
And there's more and more things that actually have these chips and these processors and these motherboards in them. As time goes on, it's not just computers and tablets and phones and things.
Yeah,
like
it's all the electric cars. That's where the charging is now.
It's
anything
cars
that has a plug.
Trucks and anything that's got a plug. You're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah. So
okay, never mind.
Refining the gold from it is more profitable.
We haven't forgotten about you. I haven't forgotten. I was about to say, Raphael, what is your question?
I did say never mind because you talk a lot, but I was still on this third word, and I have no idea what that thing you mean. Scarcity.
Scarcity means shortage.
Yeah, it means stuff is getting rare.
Shortage. Okay.
Shortage of them. You know.
Yeah.
So she's saying.
Okay. So then, okay, I'm on now. So now repeat all what you said before because I stopped listening. I was just trying to find out.
Well, what we were saying, the chips that they put into stuff today, you won't have a value of reselling them to reuse them in other devices in in 18 months' time because the technology will have moved on so much. So there's
Yeah,
no
I think the real question is there, like, can you get more money? I think Poosmate knows that you can, obviously there's resale value on some of the newer processors and things of that nature.
Yeah.
That there's no question there. But I think Poosmate question is are they worth more now because of the shortage? And the answer is no, because of the like everybody else is saying, it's because it's antiquated stuff and they can't guarantee used equipment. They're not going to turn around and reuse it in a brand new vehicle or something like that and be able to warranty. I mean,
I got something to say about that. New these days chips, the newer ones, actually they are same way useless for recycle and useful for creating the stuff or building or manufacturing the stuff, because these, old days you got one chip what was programmed on exactly same way and you use that chip for certain purposes. These days you got like BGA chips or north-south bridge with the legs all over, but they are programmable and each company just buying the base what is the self chip and they program it what they're gonna use it for. So if you for example got like one laptop with one chip and then you got, let's say for example, I don't know, TV receiver with the exactly same chip and one chip is burned out or broken, damaged, whatever, you think, oh, that's exactly the same chip, that's got the same number. You transfer from one device to the second device, this thing is still will not work whatsoever because it's programmed for do totally different job. And if you take it out from the circuitry, put on the programmer, you are not allowed to access the program inside. That's the reality of the new chips these days.
It was a good question, absolutely. And think about this too. Whenever a lot of these chips and everything are soldered onto motherboards, and whenever you're dealing with soldering to remove a chip and then soldering to put a chip in something else, there is a margin for error there that is absolutely huge. That could damage the chip or render it inoperable or whatever the case may be.
Reminds me of my time of modding PlayStations so they could take copies. That was
you, Rob, from Electronics.
Rob, that was simple stuff back then. These days, it's getting much more difficult. Just resoldering the self chip. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
You have 3 times the silver. Transducers. That was the ones with an X next to it, right? I forgot about which ones those were. Let's see. This is brass, right?
You didn't pay attention then, Ralph.
I forgot it. I think it was the ones with an X.
He wasn't in class that day.
No, there's not on this one. There's a lot of them. The ones with the V on it, the dark blue M&Ms, and there's the dark green ones which also have V. No, wait, this says C. Oh no, C is the big blue thing.
C is what? Capacitors usually, is it?
C is capacitor, and V is usually what? Varistor? Variable resistor?
Not variable, varistor. That's
varistor.
Different stuff.
I thought it was a variable resistor, as in varistor. That shorter. I don't know.
Varistor react by the temperature what he get on. It is resistor, but as far he get like more hotter, resistance of it getting smaller.
Okay. What is a light resistor? That is one of those little light sensors.
Light resistor, it's react for the light. It more light going.
But what are they called?
Going up.
Oh, pretty light.
Is that why McDonald's sells French fries and burgers?
Your thermistor. That's your heat. Can't remember what name of a light sensor.
Programmed the same way.
Oh. But no, it's that was a good question by Poosmate, because you'd never, it's just you think there would be a value to them, that someone could use them in some other technology. Just,
resistor or an LDR.
You know.
It's if you get the RAM chips or the RAM boards out of a recent PC, you might be able to sell those. People want them, but then they have to be recent, like 1 or 2 years old, maybe 3, and then they're still good, or at least have a decent amount of memory, like 4 gigabytes and up.
These DDR4 and DDR5.
I would even say 8 gigabytes and up nowadays.
Well, most PCs have 4 slots. If you can put 4 times 4 in, that's 16. That would be enough to run most things. Especially for just people who only, I don't know, check their email on their computer.
But come on, these days they are not building like 4 gigs memory sticks. It's 4 gigs like minimum.
Yeah, that's what I said, like minimum, yeah. I rather have 4 of 8 in there, so I have 32.
That's what I got.
I'm lucky enough to have 6 slots.
I actually have 24. I have 2 of 8 and 2 of 4 in there.
No, I'm still haven't upgraded or bought a new PC yet. I'm still waiting to see will the shortage of graphics cards come to an end and prices drop back a bit before
I'm waiting for the 40 series. Those are going to be announced by the end of this year, hopefully.
Hey, Irish, I got one 3060 if you want that.
Have you 3060? Have you? Does it work?
Yeah, it's unpacked yet.
It's still in the box.
Oh,
still in the box?
You bought it for your PC, but you never used it. Is it? You bought it for your PC, but you never used it.
To be honest, I don't really think I need that in here. But yeah, one day I'm gonna use it, or I'm gonna sell it to someone.
Yeah, well, see, I'm not building my own PC because I'm just too lazy. I just go into the shop and buy one done.
Yeah, that. Last time I did the same thing when I want to make one for Eva, and after I count the price of the components, then it turned out it was cheaper to get the whole setup.
Yeah, but I usually don't like the whole setups because there's something in there that either is more expensive and has way more functions than I need, or there's something in there that isn't enough that I have to upgrade just either immediately or very quickly, or I don't like the case. I just want to use my own case and build stuff in there.
Hey, come on, that was PC for Eva, so I don't really care.
True, doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter.
She like it, so that's all right.
It has a lot of lights, so
it's got decent graphic card. That was 3080, so that was quite awesome. I believe that was the half of the price of the whole PC.
I don't even know what graphics card is in this yoke. Never mind what, because this laptop is 8-9 years old.
Laptop? Oh, holy crap! Holy, what are you talking about? Scrap it off.
That's about how old my PC is too.
It was a good one at the time. Like, it was an i7 with 16 gig RAM. What else was there?
Who cares? It is laptop. Scrap it off.
I got a desktop in my motherboard.
It's same like, come on, it is the same thing like Ralph PS5.
What?
It's black. Scrap it off.
I can put the white plates back on if you like.
Hold on, Gil was about to say something.
No, I was going to say my motherboard, the motherboard I have, it's DDR3, and I have 4 slots, and the motherboard, the specs on the motherboard says that it can take up to 64 gigabytes of RAM. Well, it's only got 4 slots, and I cannot, for the life of me, find sticks that I can't find 16 gigabit sticks anywhere. No, at this point, I'm thinking about buying like a RAM riser, to get a riser to have more slots available, so that I can fulfill the RAM. What are your thoughts on that? Besides upgrade, I know one of you is going to say you need to upgrade.
A new motherboard and a new CPU and new RAM is probably going to be easier and maybe even cheaper.
And the new CPU as well.
Yeah, mainboard, CPU, memory. Yeah.
So new computer.
Just a new computer.
Yeah.
Just use the same casing, and that's gonna save you like half price.
I'm thinking because I can upgrade to. I got 16 in there now. If I can get 4 8 gigabit sticks, that'll double me to 32. I think I can make this thing last another couple of years.
And do you do much gaming on it when you need that much RAM?
Not really. I mean, there's a couple of games that I like to play, like Star Trek Online and Civ 6.
Come on, memory doesn't give you. Yeah, it does give you a little bit, but it's not crucial. The CPU computing time and frequency, that's give you the most. Depend of which actually.
Well, it's a combination of that and your graphics card. When because my main concern comes from like encoding and editing and using editing software. So I just want something that's going to allow me to do that while I'm watching a YouTube video, and I'm trying to make a thumbnail all at the same time.
Yeah. No, to be honest, whole graphic works together with other graphics, like watching YouTube or something like that. Not gonna work whatsoever. It's gonna get clunky at some point.
What do you mean memory is not crucial? This is clearly crucial memory.
That is very crucial memory. Very crucial. Good job.
Well done, Ralph. But to be honest, if you want to have a decent PC, you're gonna have a decent amount of the memory for the processing as well. There is very important to set it up in the system when you share the physical memory with the
virtual,
yeah, and or the graphics card.
Maybe that's the word. But anyway, you can set it up at the self system settings. So even though if you got 16 gigs of memory right now, that could work like marvelous. But do not expect you can be watching fluently YouTube during the process of the, let's say, rendering video or something like that.
Ralph, were those 16 gigabyte cards for DDR3?
I have no idea what they were.
I was going to say, because there are
Googled
16 gigabyte
memory.
DDR3s, but it can't be registered. It has to be non-registered.
Yeah, the non-ECC.
Yeah, non-ECC stuff.
Yeah, and the bigger sticks, they usually are ECC because they're used for servers, and they will not work in a normal desktop PC usually. And they're
some
by
do,
comparison,
some
they're
don't,
usually more expensive.
Yep.
You got to check out your specification of the motherboards if they are compatible with the memory. I got that problem with when I get my new motherboard. Holy crap! I bought like 3 sets of memories. Come on. And later on, I find out what I need to do to make them work. Just BIOS update. Wow.
Oh, sweet, Chart.
No, I was just checking here on one of the Irish websites to see if they had any of that RAM for sale, but they don't have anything that big either.
No, I think DDR3 for consumer PCs stopped at 8 gig sticks. They might have made 16, but they're very rare.
Yeah.
I
can find them in DDR4.
DDR2 had 8 gig sticks that were the biggest, and they were expensive as hell.
Yeah, all they have here on this wholesale site where when I used to buy make PCs, when I had a business and we used to make PCs and stuff like that, and the company I dealt with then, the biggest they do is 8 gigabytes in the DDR3s. So
I think DDR1 went to 4 maximum even. That I remember seeing those and being flabbergasted by the price.
Yeah.
So a new PC then.
Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. This is still a second generation i5, also with DDR3, 24 gigs of DDR3. My video card is a 780 with only 3 gigs. And when I have multiple things open, I notice that stuff is lagging. So, yeah. Time for something new. This was made in 2014, I think.
Okay, well, I'm about to come to the end of my 2 hours, so...
Oh, yeah. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
It went quick tonight. Indeed. So I'm going to ask everyone what they're at for the week. So, Ralph, what's your plan for the week?
I got 4 more days of work ahead of me, and then I got a very long time off. So I will be continuing my project on that golden pendant that I'm making from this little birdie thingy. and like I showed earlier, this is what came out the first time. So not so much. And I will be printing a larger one, bigger than this even. Printer's still waiting here. The failed one is still there. And I hope to have a video about this thing up within the next month. I hope. And after that, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Probably another dumpster diving compilation, and I don't know, maybe a scrapping video after that. I'm going to have a lot of time. I'm not sure I'm going to be having a lot of uploads, but more than usual.
So we can
best of luck with that, Ralph. Seriously, hope you find something.
Yeah, well, hopefully that job.
That won't be a problem, I assume. But I just made myself a promise. I'm going to take off until the 1st of September to clean my mess up.
That company you're having an interview with tells you they want you to start before the 1st of September. What do you do?
Then I say I start at the 1st of September, and if you need anyone before, just hire someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my deal.
Yeah. Hey, it's your life.
Hit the scrap in your off time. Yes, indeed, I am going to hit the scrap.
So, Raphael, what's your plan for the week?
To be honest, I got no plan.
Have you a video Tuesday?
Maybe. If I manage, I maybe.
Top secret, maybe.
No, to be honest, last time I thought maybe I'm supposed to stop it and just not post it like weekly, but give myself time to create a better piece. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. If I manage to do something till Tuesday, it's gonna be on. If not, oh well, you're all gonna wait till Saturday.
So it'll be on Saturday for the 201 show.
Yep. That's the plan for now.
That's the plan. All right. Gil, what's your plan? Mr. Skills?
My plan is to put out a video for Gil Skills. Just to show I'm still alive, you know. I'm going to continue working on my OBS stuff for the new live show that I want to do, and continue to work on the logistics in that.
Okay, fair enough. We can keep an eye out for a Gil Skills video, hopefully coming out later on. Hopefully. And Parknest, what's your story?
Friday's video will be featuring this particular car.
Okay, so that was it. You've done the last two videos, I think, have been on that particular car, haven't they?
Not quite, no, because I had a toolbox video out today. But yeah, prior to that,
today's video. I'm going for the previous
prior to that, it was.
Yeah,
it was.
I didn't see today's video.
Try to fix this annoying rattle.
Yeah, the first attempt at it was.
I did the track rod end.
So
that didn't do it. I changed the track rod on the same side.
Yes.
That didn't cure it. So this next video, you'll just have to wait and see. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and I have a video coming out Thursday.
I might have it on Sunday as well.
Okay. Sorry, I apologize. So you have a video coming out, what, 2 days?
Friday. And I might put the next one out on Sunday.
Okay. So my video will be out on Thursday. I think this video that I've already uploaded for a couple of weeks, but it hasn't. I think it's when PopScrap came to visit me. So you get to see what PopScrap brought up to me and what else is I'm working on scrapping out at the moment. So it was good to have another scrapper come along and give me some free stuff. So I can never turn down free scrap, you know, especially e-waste scrap. I like e-waste scrap. Dirt Rider just came in. Hey, Dirt Rider, we're just finishing up because I only do 2 hours. Watch call is a question there on the Facebook side before we go. And Parknest, would you recommend a BMW? I drive a BMW, so I'm going to say yes. I'd recommend a BMW all day long.
Driving machine for nothing, but these modern ones they're all right when they're working. It's when you start having problems. But taking wheels off modern BMWs, you have the electrolytic corrosion, where the alloy wheel welds itself to the hub.
Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question.
Can be a pain.
I got a question for the host, ladies and gents. Irish.
Yes.
When you when you begin to put out the videos on the YouTube, buddy? Where was that?
Hold on. Let me have a look here. Oh, sorry, the basement. I hope you enjoy it.
So don't get anything newer.
My BMW is a 2016 BMW. So
get a 20th century BMW.
Mine is an up-to-date BMW. So it has all the mod cons that you have to worry about if you.
Oh, and it tells you, you get the iDrive telling you, you want.
Yeah.
This is overdue. Brake pads are overdue. Oils needs changing. You got a headlight out.
But I like that because
to repair.
I'm the sort of person that is not mechanically minded when it comes to cars. So if the car doesn't tell me it needs something doing, then I won't get it done. So, someone has to tell me that it needs it. So if the car can't tell me, then I'm in trouble.
I have a scan tool. I've even got the BMW software. This ISTA.
I only buy cars that are
George.
Really cheap.
Well, we have another question from George. He wants to know, would any of us move over to other platforms? To be honest, I'm happy on YouTube. I like doing just YouTube videos. I do a bit on Facebook, but it's only when I'm doing my lives, it goes over to Facebook and that's it. Other than that, with me working full time from 8 till 6 every day, and that I don't have time to be on any other platform. What about you, Ralph? When you have spare time, will you think about doing anything else?
Well, I post sometimes on Instagram or on Facebook, but those are usually like links to hey, look at my YouTube.
Yeah.
And I refuse to use TikTok because they promote filming the wrong way, like this, like an idiot, and not like this, like how you're supposed to film.
Yeah, Ralph, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you on that. Absolutely.
That's the only reason I agree with TikTok being banned worldwide. Just stop the vertical video.
It's got its place, but it's not for you.
Yeah. It's the same as the YouTube Shorts. That they were just trying to copy TikTok because it was popular.
Competing with TikTok, literally.
Yeah, they were losing people to TikTok, so they had to make a platform to try and keep the TikTok generation on YouTube. What about you, Raphael? Do you use any other source, or would you use another platform?
No, to be honest, I got no time and no patience for learning other platforms and all that stuff. I'm okay in here, and I'm gonna stick to it so far.
What about you, Gil? Or Bob, so say?
Everything everybody else said is really how I feel too. I mean, the more I have the trifecta of YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, and I don't go live on Twitter or Facebook or anything like that. I just go live on YouTube. The more I will never deviate from YouTube, but the more social media platforms you tend to get involved in, the more diluted and the more effort you have to put in to keep it all up to date and all that. And that's just, I'm not willing to do that. I mean, I'd rather keep it concentrated like Kool-Aid and keep it in one or two spots.
Well, then it starts feeling like a job.
You can duplicate Twitter.
Right, you're right out there, Gil. Let's suck at one platform the decent way, then share it to the different platforms, right?
Yeah, tomato, sure. Potato.
In the end, it's just a hobby. So
yeah, it's just a hobby for me. I don't make. Yeah. I think since I started doing YouTube, if I've got from YouTube, not from any of them super chats or any of them super stickers or anything, just from YouTube themselves, because they're other things I get it from people, not from YouTube. But from actually YouTube, I'd say if I've got $300 from them to $500 is the max I've made since I've been on YouTube, and I've put a lot more money into buying stuff and time and stuff like that than what you get out of it. So I'm not going to try and do another couple of channels.
It's a hobby. It's something that we all are passionate and enjoy doing. And when it starts feeling more like a business than it does a passion and a hobby, that's when I start losing interest. And I don't want to lose interest.
Yeah, it's different now if it is a business for you. And if someone is doing this as their full-time job, I can understand then they're doing YouTube, they're doing Facebook, they're doing TikTok, they're doing whatever, because they're getting a stream of revenue from all them together, and that's their job. They're up in the morning doing a TikTok video, in the afternoon they might be doing a YouTube video, in the evening they're doing an Instagram thing, whatever it is. Yeah, but they're making a living from it.
Where's the place for having fun out of all that?
Well, they might be having fun doing it. Some people, that might be their fun.
Kind of.
Some people build it up, and they eventually reach like 1 million subscribers, and they get like 50 to 100,000 views on every video, and they put out a video every week, and they make I don't know, a couple of hundred, like $500-600 a week just from the videos, and then they get sponsors, and then they make money off that, and then there's merchandise that they sell, they get money off that, and then it becomes a kind of like a business. It becomes your business. So, and some people like that, and other people don't. So who knows where it will go for any of us? You never know.
It's all preferences, you know what I mean? Yeah. If it goes from a hobby thing to a part-time thing, then priorities change, interests change, If it goes from part-time to full-time, then you want to branch out to every single platform you possibly can.
It's kind of the same as scrapping. When you're a hobbyist scrapper, you take a bit here, you take a bit there, you spend an hour to take everything off of a board. And if you have to make money, you get piles and piles everywhere, and you sort it a bit here and there, and then you bring it to the scrapyard to make your money.
Say that, like Shark Scrapper. When Shark Scrapper started in this first, if you look at his YouTube videos at the beginning, he used to do like what me or Raphael or whatever, because it was a hobby, take everything apart down to the smallest device. But now that it's turned into a business for him, he doesn't have the time to be wasting taking off chips off a phone or whatever. So he's just stripping it down, getting the quickest value for it, and shipping off the stuff as quick as you can and making as much out of it that way.
It turns into volume. It's a game of volume with full timers.
Yeah, it all depends what you're doing. Like some of our scrappers are just hobbyists, and it's a bit of extra income from the scrap, and we like to micro scrap everything down because we have the time to do it. It's whatever therapeutic in some cases for us, and then other people it's a living, so they have to pick it up as quick as they can and turn it around as quick as they can and get the cash flow flowing, because it's their way of making income. So it's all depends. Same with YouTube, same with TikTok, whatever you're onto. So it's all down to personal choice at the end of the day. Anyhow, I'm going this time. This is my time to. I'm saying goodbye. So thanks to everyone that came in. Thanks to anyone that gave me a super chat there, even though they didn't have to, Raphael. And then anyone that wished me happy birthday on my Facebook or sent me an email or on here, thanks again. Well, as I said, 1 year closer to death, so not too bad. And
oh my gosh, happy birthday! If I didn't say it on Facebook.
Shorter and breath than 1 year closer to death. That's
one day closer to death. So it's
such an optimistic way to look at it.
From time on the dark side of the moon.
Now I'm going to let my friend here give the last word as usual. Ralph.
Scrap you later.
Bye bye.